We are fast closing in on the second anniversary of Jurgen Klopp's arrival on Merseyside, but, the way things have been going of late, the German won't feel much like celebrating. It's depressingly early in a season that promised so much for Liverpool to find themselves stuck in a rut, but the current outlook at Anfield is gloomy. The witty and charismatic Klopp immediately endeared himself to the Liverpool faithful back in October 2015 by parodying Jose Mourinho and proclaiming himself the normal one. Unfortunately, it has all been rather normal and ordinary of late, ever since hopes of a sustained Premier League title push soared following the 4-0 thrashing of Arsenal. They were on the receiving end of a 5-0 drubbing at Manchester City, which might have been explained as an anomaly given the sending off of Sadio Mane. But it seems to have knocked their confidence, being followed up by a 2-2 home draw with Sevilla on their Champions League return, a frustrating 1-1 tie with Burnley, and an early exit from the Carabao Cup at Leicester. Meanwhile, Mourinho's Manchester United and Pep Guardiola's City stride away at the top of the league and win effortlessly in Europe. United fans raced to Twitter on Tuesday night after someone calculated that Klopp's win record in charge of Liverpool is now inferior to that of David Moyes during his disastrous 9 months in Old Trafford. It certainly checks out. Klopp has won precisely half of his 108 games at Liverpool, while Moyes mustered a win ratio of 52.94% from his 51 matches at United. Despite this apparently doomed trajectory, it must be pointed out that Klopp's win record is now identical to that of Brendan Rodgers, who took Liverpool to the brink of Premier League glory in 2014. Fans are naturally frustrated by the regression from that high point and in the early stages of the season to the fourth-place finish of last. Liverpool are suffering at the moment from the lethal combination of defensive deficiencies that still haven't been stamped out and a sudden bluntness to their usually fully firing attack. They had 24 shots on goal against Sevilla, 35 against Burnley and 21 against Leicester, but only scored 3 times. In the games against Leicester and Burnley, they topped 70% possession, but failed to win. Mane's suspension hasn't helped, of course, and neither has the fact Felipe Coutinho still isn't back to full match fitness following his early season back trouble. This became apparent on Tuesday night when the Brazilian was taken off at halftime to preserve his energy despite being Liverpool's most effective player on the park. He needs match time, but it was not the plan to let him play again 60 or 70 or 80 minutes, explained Klopp afterwards. "45 is the limit. We need to get him fit, but we cannot push him through. The sooner the better by the looks of things, but others need to step up and compensate." Leicester's goals, scored by Shinji Okazaki and Islam Slimani, came after Coutinho's withdrawal. Liverpool's firepower has been increased under Klopp, but that doesn't seem to be translating to goals at the moment. Against Burnley, Coutinho, Mohamed Salah, Daniel Sturridge and Roberto Firmino were all guilty of profligacy as they scored once from 35 attempts, of which 9 were on target. Only in the 4-0 win over Everton back in April 2016 have Liverpool fired more shots towards goal in a Premier League game. 37. Alex Oxlade-Chamberlain, the £35 million summer signing from Arsenal, made his first start for the club on Tuesday night, but didn't perform at all well. He worked hard, but was sloppy at times, and will clearly have to show a little more in order to hold down a first-team place. Recent problems at the back are more predictable. Klopp was seething after Leicester came away with a win on Tuesday, having been second best for most of the game. "I am sick of goals like this," he said. "Leicester somehow survive in the game because we're not clinical enough. They score too easily." But Leicester were by no means the first to exploit Liverpool's defensive weaknesses, and the failure to secure a top-quality centre-half in the summer is already coming back to bite them. The shambolic pursuit of Southampton's Virgil van Dijk is already causing regret, and whichever combination Klopp tries in central defence, the problems linger from last season. Okazaki's goal came as the result of failing to properly clear a corner, while Slimani was allowed to bustle to the edge of the area before finding the net. "You cannot play football and do that," added Klopp in an echo of comments made after far too many games over the past year or so. Liverpool were runners-up in the League Cup during Klopp's first season at Anfield, and the trophy again represented a decent chance for that elusive first piece of silverware under the German. That assault on the Premier League is already looking like a pipe dream, and Champions League success even more distant. For now, a return to the winning momentum of August would be welcome, not that successive trips to Leicester, Spartak Moscow and Newcastle, followed by Manchester United.